So the suggested audio on TikTok came with it again. It said, break the pattern today or you will repeat the loop tomorrow. Oh my goodness. And look, you can't make this shit up. Movement, choices, decisions, trapped in fear. Ha! Spirit said, by way of TikTok audio, break the pattern today or you will repeat the loop tomorrow. Somebody feels trapped in fear, and I'm going to find out about what? Ooh, about a, how about, and I'm going to add this to it. The tower is going to fall whether you like it or not. Something is about to end, and it's a cycle. It's a way of doing things. It's something in your day-to-day routine is being disrupted, and Spirit is saying for you to lean into the disruption, lean into the change. Moving on the bottom of the deck. Let's see. Holy and divine benevolent source, what is the message? Break the pattern today or you will repeat the loop tomorrow. What is this pattern? Oh, I think this has something to do with somebody kind of like crumbling in times of crisis, or not being able to stand strong in times of chaos and conflict. So Spirit is saying for you to step up to the plate and be encouraged at this time. This is not a time to wither. This is not a time to self-medicate. This is not a time to go back into the old ways. And for everybody, this is going to be different. You need to really look within yourself and challenge yourself to do something differently this time. Clarify. So I have solar plexus chakra here, spiritual strength, and disruption. Tell me more about disruption. What's being disrupted? Whatever it is, Spirit is calling you to stand in your personal power. That is the strongest message. What else can the collective know? And it might seem like you're taking an L. It might feel like you are taking an L, but it's not necessarily an L. Spirit is rebuilding a foundation for you. That's what this disruption is. Something in your life is coming to an end, or there is some major transformation that might be happening, and you are resisting this transition instead of leaning into it. And you need to that's what I keep hearing. Lean into it, lean into it, lean into some sort of change. Go with the flow. Don't resist whatever this is. What else does the collective need to know? Holy and divine benevolent source. I have temptation and emotional loss. Some of you guys feel like you might be, this ain't gonna resonate for everybody, but take it as it resonates. You might feel like you normally play the victim, or there is some sort of, like, you feel like you're taking a loss and it's calling you to behave in a way that you have before. Maybe you say, you know what, well, F it. I'm not gonna try anymore. Or like some loss, something that you are taking a loss in is making you fall back into old habits and patterns that don't suit you. Tell me more about this temptation energy, please, so I can be specific as to what the collective is dealing with, or what they need to, whatever this habit is that they need to walk away from. Moving on is on the bottom of the deck again. It's almost like Spirit is not giving me any specifics as far as what this temptation is, because maybe it is so different for everybody. But what can you tell me about this, please? Oh, with material harvest and financial and material changes, this has something to do with someone taking a financial loss, or it's like Spirit asking you to do something different as it relates to money. Hell, this could even be a good thing. This could be you getting some sort of money or getting some sort of abundance. And Spirit is saying, okay, now that you have this, you better do better because you know better. You understand? Clarify material harvest and the Five of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles. crown chakra, and rest and rejuvenate. All right. So for some of you guys, there is a financial loss here, and whatever this loss is, it makes you want to go back into maybe old habits of how you used to make money. And because like I said before, when you know better, you do better. Somebody knows that they can't go back to an old way of how they used to do something. You maybe used to call that old friend that would come through in a second, and you know where you are spiritually and energetically, you can't talk to that person no more. Whatever this temptation energy is that's calling you to step back into old patterns because of a need. Like, this feels like a foundational need. Like, if I don't get this done, my bill's not gonna get paid. If I don't call this person and ask for help, like, my rent's not gonna get paid. But Spirit is saying that's not true. This crown chakra is saying that you need to trust in a different way that you haven't before, and it don't feel good, and it's not easy, but you've come a lot farther than you think you have, and you are not who you used to be. So trust in that, rely on that, know that, and think about the former times that God has gotten you through in situations just like this one. What else can you tell me? Goodness gracious. Because fertility is here. The Empress energy. There's abundance here. There's some sort of opportunity here. Can you clarify fertility? New beginnings. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, yes, yes. A new beginning might not be fully prepared for you because there's something that you need to learn throughout this process. There's something that you need to recognize. Tell me more about solitude and new beginnings, please. So I have harmony and sacral chakra and passion ignited on the bottom of the deck. I'm going to clarify this, but because the harmony came out in the reverse, I don't even read these cards in the reverse, but it feels like there's something that could be draining your sacral, some sort of passion that is not very healthy. Can you clarify that? And patience and heart chakra. Spirit is telling you to focus on your finances right now. Focus on your stability right now. Because even if you're in a connection or you're looking to, like, not pursue. I don't think you're pursuing, but I think you want something to grow in a connection. It's not time yet. You need to be patient about that. I think that's a side message. But yeah, and for those of you who are looking at reconciliation, this person ain't ready yet. So you could go back in and pick up on an old connection, but they're not where you want them to be in terms of mental and emotional maturity and, quite frankly, stability. Y'all both working. So let me just leave that alone. Anything else you want this collective to know? Yeah, it's time to face something that... So this shadow card is telling me that it's time for you to put yourself first. I feel like this message might be all over the place. I hope that it reaches the people that it needs to reach. But there is something that you've been holding up. You've been trying to keep something going for a very long time, and it's time to let it fall. But Spirit is saying that it's not falling because you're worthless, because you messed up. It's falling because it's unstable. And something new and strong and something that is more aligned with you is being built in instead. All right? I hope that resonates with whomever needed it. I love y'all. Have a good one.